Hey everyone, it's Cathy Zielske. Welcome back to my channel and the craft/dining room. Today I have another color wheel combo for cards. Hello. I was inspired by a color of ink and decided to use my color wheel to figure out what other inks I could use. I think this is a really fun color scheme and it is not one that I would have ever come up with on my own. So stick around to see how this comes together and be sure to check out the links below for a link to my blog so you can download your own printable color wheel for your craft/whatever room. That color combo card project is coming up next. So here's my color wheel, and if you don't have a color wheel, I'm going to have a link below. You can go over to my blog and download a printable one just to have one in your creative space. But here's how this combo today started. This is a brand new ink from Simon Says Stamp. Peony, I kind of picked it because it matched my nails, or at least I think it's going to match my nails, and I absolutely love this pink. So I thought to myself, what colors do I want to choose to go with it? And I decided I was going to do a classic triadic scheme. Triads sit at opposing triangular relationships on the wheel. So that meant if I'm coming into this, now it says red, but I'm coming down here into the sort of pinky tone, we're going to come over to this triad, and I thought that Cadette would be a really nice blue, and then when we come over to this triad corner, we have lemonade. So this is the triad that I'm going to work with today, and that's how a color wheel works. Triadic color schemes have a really strong contrast, and they complement one another, and this is not a combination I would ever think to choose. Never, ever in a million years. So this is what we are going with. Now, I have some products that I wanted to use today. This is a layering stencil set from Simon Says Stamp with different size circles. And let's see, I think there are 3 in here. Yep, there are 3. Which is why I thought it would be cool to pick a triad, right? What I have to decide though is what's the biggest, what's the middle, and what's the smallest. And I haven't decided that yet. I have a piece of cardstock that I will be blending on, and I have a stamp set. This is something I created for Simon Says Stamp, and this set is called Clean Line Stacks, and it's just a very minimal type style, right? With some really wonderful thoughts, whether it's wishing you the happiest birthday, you are totally amazing, you're my most favorite person, I just really miss your face, I will keep you in my thoughts, which is also, could be for a sympathy card. And then little greetings, sub-sentiments, you're my most favorite person, it'll be our secret. I will keep you in my thoughts during this difficult time. So there's little, you're totally amazing, in case nobody has told you. You get the idea. There are coordinating dies available that cut out these larger greetings if you are a person who likes to cut them out. I am that person. So these are the basics. I'm going to get set up to start ink blending. As I'm looking at my stencils, part of me thinks, gosh, I don't know. I think I want my pink to be the biggest dot because that was the color that I wanted to lead with. And I don't think it matters which order I go in, but here's what we're going to do. I'm using my tonic matte. This is new to me. And I had someone ask me, they said, Cathy, what about this versus the Wendy Vecchi Make Art Station? And I'm gonna tape this down a little. Here's one thing I will say that I have found to be different. This is slicker of a surface, and the Make Art Station I feel like is not quite as slick. But here's what I did. I went ahead and I placed an order for the larger size Make Art Station, which I should have done at the start. But sometimes you're not always thinking. And, well, that was me. So the long story short, I'm going to let you know. But here's what I'm going to do. I know I'll be trimming this down, so I am not worried about the tape getting in the way, but I just don't want anything to slip here. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to start here, and I'm going to start with the Peony. I'm going to use this blender brush, but I am going to Let's wipe it off a little here because I don't know what I was using last time. I just mucked that up. Let's put that in the center. Oh, actually, it looks pretty clean. I always do this with my brushes. Occasionally, I give them a nice cleaning, but most of the time, I don't. So we are going to christen the Peony. I am super excited about this color. Also, if you don't know this about the Simon pads, they do have, let's see if that will focus, the labels already on one side, which I love because then you don't have to do it yourself. All right, I'm just going to set this here. And I'm just going to add these dots through the stencil. Because all I'm doing is, oh, that is a beautiful pink. I'm just creating a background. Oh, that is a pretty pink. But we're going to have some dots overlap, you know. And we're creating, I think I'll just go like that a little. We're creating a little pattern. I'm going to move that. And I'm not trying to do anything heroic here with shading or the dots. I'm just adding dots. I think circle stencils are actually super fun to have because, you know, you can always do something with a circle stencil, right? Whether it's birthday, celebration. I don't think these colors would work. Oh, look at that. I'm going to go a little darker, come to think of it. I don't think they would. Oh, that is very cool. Okay, maybe I do want to go darker. I don't think they would work as well for like a sympathy, these colors, you know. But yeah, let's get it darker. I mean, considering this is the first time I've used this color, what the heck? I am going to do a little shading. Look at that. Ooh. She's a bit of a firecracker, this one. Look at that. That is really cool. And again, I don't know what this is going to look like when I layer in those other colors. But as they say, we gonna find out. Yeah, I am going darker here. All right. Lifting that, let's move you. These are really strong magnets. I was going to order more because I'm a fan of extra magnets, but they are sold out everywhere. So I'm on a waiting list. Did you know that if there's something that you see in a video, for example, that I'm using, and you go to Simon Says Stamp and it's out of stock, you can hit the notify me, and I think that's good. I think we're going to leave it. And they will notify you as soon as it's in stock. Some things, they just go faster than others, you know, and that is, well, that's what happens sometimes. All right, I'm going to lift that up. Aren't those beautiful dots? This is going to be a very happy card. I'm just going to go pop this in my sink real quick and we will continue. I'm just going to wipe the mat off really quick so I don't pull in any extra color that I don't want. I've tried lots of different ways to do stencils. I've done layering stencils within my Misty, which is very cool and serves a purpose, but I like doing it like this as well when you have something that's a bit more random. So here's what I want to do. I want to make sure that we are offsetting our dots enough, right? We want to get some overlap. And I guess if I just go right back, you know, I could have used the mat for its actual purpose, which is to help you line things up, you know. Live and learn. Let's bring in Cadette. This is really making me nervous. I'm not gonna lie. This is not something that I think, ooh, this is a color. And actually, maybe I should tap it off. Hold on. I mean, it's, well, it's going to be pretty. Let's give it a whirl. I'm going to hold the stencil while I work and bring in the blue. And I don't know what the overlap is going to look like. Is it good? Oh, it goes purple. Yes, it goes purple. Okay, that's going to be kind of cool. And maybe that too is part of the beauty. Look at the overlap. See how the pink just turned totally purple? Oh, that's very cool. But the colors are going to work. So it might be something fun to try, this triadic scheme. You probably know what I think is one of the most popular triadic schemes, and that is Halloween colors, right? When you Look at Halloween colors, the green and the purple and the orange. Look at them on a wheel. They are triadic, and that's one of the most popular ones that I can think of. I love the Halloween triads. I think they are just the perfect combo. And again, this color's Cadette. It's a very cool blue. I like it. And I never even think to gravitate towards blues like this. Sometimes I don't know. I like the sea foams, you know, and the more oceany blues, which, by the way, there are new ones from Simon. I think I'll put a link also in the supplies, or definitely below, to the new release colors, because we just released a brand new addition to the Pawsitively saturated ink collection. Okay, I think that's good. I don't think I'm going to go darker with this blue. Oh, that's a very heavy magnet. Lift. Ooh, that is very cool. All right, gonna go wash this off. It's so nice that my kitchen is right over my shoulder and I can't speak. Not sure what happened to my voice there. I just went into complete frogland. You can also just take your little stamp chamois, right? That's even a faster cleanup. Look at that. It just wipes that right off. And now we're gonna come in with our yellow. And again, I would not think to do this. So color wheel, thank you. Thank you for being a friend. Okay, now what I want here especially is to get as much yellow. And I'm sure, I mean, there's the right side up. I guess I could have done it that way, but I really wasn't thinking about using this mat at all as it was intended. But you can always just kind of rotate around and see like, well, do I like that? Kind of like that, because I have no idea what that overlap is going to look like. It might look muddy. I don't know, but we're going to give it the old college try. I'm bringing in lemonade, a very happy little yellow color. And let's go like this. And we'll just bring you on here. And we'll just blend it in. And again, even though I've got the magnets, because I tend to put, you know, if I've got a light color like this, I'm putting a fair amount. You know, why am I not using this? Hold on. There we go. There we go. Now I can grab this and load it up. The tonic mat is a very slick surface, and sometimes it needs a little help. Oh, see that? It slipped a little because of where I had the magnet. Let's move that magnet down. Okay. I think I trapped a piece of my hair in here. I hope that doesn't mess anything up. There's hair everywhere. I used to not have this issue when I had super short hair. Now, oh, there it is. I wonder if I can pick it out. Yep, there you go. Hair's gone. Tweezers. They're not just for crafting. You can remove hair from your projects. I think this is going to be really cute, though. Well, if you're ever making something that was inspired by a video, right? And let's say you share it on Instagram. Be sure to tag me. My username on Instagram is CZ Design, because I love to see if people take any ideas and run with them. You know, I think it's a little harder to tag on the old YouTube, but be sure to tag me. I would love to see what kinds of colors you experiment with. You know what? I think that's good. I don't think I'm going to do any more over the colors because I'm not sure how it's going to affect. So here we go. Let's see the moment of truth. Lift and, oh, that is just some happiness. Look at that. That is not a combo. Well, let's see. Jewels, not tools, my friends. Here we go. I think I just scraped. Did I just scrape the surface? Oy. No, I didn't. Okay. Taking that off. Taking this off. And that is my really happy triadic scheme. So I'm going to set this aside to dry, and I'm going to start working on the greeting. Grab my little swatch ring here. This is feeling very much like a birthday card. And here's the cool thing with a large greeting and a kind of a busy pattern. If I stamp this and pop it in the center, the pattern just becomes that sort of accent. And I think dull pink would be a really nice match. I keep my cardstock rings here, and I'll actually pop a link up if you want to see my video of how I make these cute little rings. But I think dull pink would be great. I hope I have a piece of it, not just this. I'm going to go dig through my stash so we can go ahead and stamp the greeting. So I do have a little piece of the dull pink. I'm going to use Wishing You the Happiest Birthday Ever. I'm going to pick it up like this. And I'm actually testing out a tool here. Where is this little friend? I got a couple of them, but it's from the people who make the Debbie tool, and it is to prep your stamp before stamping if it's brand new. It's a product that we're testing out, and I'm going to try this. It has, I guess this is like a leather. Now, why would you do this? It's just to get a better impression right out of the gate because it removes the coating and the manufacturing process, right, that leaves that residue. And I have been playing with this, and off camera, I thought I would show you on camera, but it's been working pretty well. So another new tool in the craft / dining room is this anti-static powder tool from Tailored Expressions. And it is a refillable, right? You fill your powder, you have to get it set up a little bit when you get it. But I've been trying this too because I kind of love the way it puts powder out. There is no scent to this powder. And we're just going to swipe this over like that. Okay. This tool is great. The Rabbit Hole Designs powder tool, also great. The old powder bag that I used for 4 years, also great. It's just the whole idea, take the static off of your cardstock before you stamp. So let's load this up with the Versamark, our clear sticky ink. Bring this over, and then I will grab my stamp press tool. Now, and we'll just see what the impression looks like. I don't know if I need to stamp it again because it's very delicate. Oh, that looks fantastic. I'm going to use my Simon Says Stamp Fine Detail White Powder. That. All right. Let that sit. And tap. And then you can see powder really only sticks to where I sprinkled and stamped and sprinkled. And that's why we anti-static. So whatever you want to use, I just say get one if you have an issue. And that looks great. Looks good. Looks like I did have a couple tiny pieces of powder that I missed in there. You know what? That's okay. That is going to be just fine. And once you use your anti-static powder tool, and once your piece has cooled and the powder has melted and is smooth and shiny, just take a cloth and wipe off that embossing anti-static powder. And you're ready to go. These dies are pretty easy to line up. I've started designing my dies to have much more generous framing just because I like a little extra space, and sometimes that makes it a little easier. I think this will look fine. That looks good, right? But still, taping it into place is always a good idea. I'm going to bring this over to my Gemini Junior so we can cut it out. Bringing this over to the Gemini Junior, I use 2 clear cutting plates and the green double-sided cutting plates. I learned about this from Jennifer McGuire. And I am telling you, my plates have not wrinkled. They haven't warped. I mean, look at how straight those are. I've been cutting with this sandwich for, oh my gosh, look at that cut, for a while now, months, a couple months, at least 3 months maybe. And I do replace the green plates, but they have been fantastic. Now look at that. Got my greeting ready for the card front. All right, let's go back and finish building the card. So now that I've got the greeting cut out, I am going to trim this panel down just a little bit because I want it to be on a white card base. And all I'm going to do is just, you know, find a good crop, something that I like, tape this down, and I'll cut this out off camera before we create the card base. I think I'm going to try, if I can, this little friend is bugging me in here. Sometimes you can scrape also and get some of, oh, look at that. Ah, that worked great. That looks better. It's not perfect, but you know what? It's not bad. I could do an adhesive eraser too, but sand eraser, but I don't want to because I don't want to lift up any of the other powder. Okay, I'm going to grab a little foam tape for the back of this. All right, put some over here just to kind of support it, keep it happy. Although I'm not sure. Let's see here. Like that, there, and right in there. Perfect. And that'll just give me a little bit of dimension. I think with all this color going on, a white card base is perfect, right? I love this. So let's score the card base. Again, this is a piece of 11" by 4 1/4. We're going to fold this down to be a US A2. So it will be 4 1/4 wide by 5 1/2 tall. I'm going to tape this closed because it's just popping open and I cannot see what I'm doing. I did make a card recently where I took one of your suggestions and kept the card flat and open. And it's just, I don't know, it's a visual thing for me. It's hard, I can't see it very clearly, but now check that out. Oh my gosh, I think this is a riot of color. It's so fun, and it is not something, like I said, let's zoom in here a little bit. This is not a combo I would ever choose on my own. And so that is why color wheels can be kind of fun to shake you out of your go-tos. Not that we have to be shooken out, does that make sense? All right, let's just make sure, you know what, maybe I want it to be that, okay? I'm going to try to get this even side to side, top to bottom, and press. Not that we need to always be exploring new things. I mean, heck, I like to use the same colors over and over again because that's what I'm comfortable with. But this, to me, is fun because it's something I wouldn't do. And part of creative exploration is play. Now, this could have looked like a hot mess. It doesn't, luckily. You know, but it could have, and it didn't. Now, there's still hair in there. Cathy. All right, got to get it. Yep, there's the hair that I pulled off my project. Wow. I tell ya, I need a vitamin. Okay, I'm going to use my Gina K Connect glue here that I have placed in my little bottle. I love this, well, that's probably a little much. I love this little bottle. It's so easy to use so far. No clogs. Thank you, Gina. And I love Connect glue. Now, this just gives me a little bit of playtime, right, for placing this and making sure side to side. I'm mostly just looking at wishing, yeah, I think that's going to be good, right? Is that centered enough? I think so. I think that's centered. Oh, that is super cute. That is adorable. Look at how fun that pink is. That minimal greeting. You know what this calls for? I think, let me see if I have some. I'm going to use the self-adhesive ones from Waffle Flower. I kind of hoard these because I don't want to run out of them. But I think clear dots make a lot of sense on a card that already has dots happening everywhere. And here's what I love about them. Just pick it up and just go, you know, like, boop. See, you can boop them. You can. You might think, can I though, Kath? Yeah, you totally can. And let's do one up here. Boop. We're just going to put a few down. And I think we'll just kind of keep it. See how you can put it on the craft pick? Boop. Like that. I'm not going to put any on the greeting itself because I just think, oh, didn't stick there. Come on, Cap. There we go. Because I think I just want that to stand on its own. But I guess I could go little boop, overlap there. And keep going. Pick it up. The other thing that's nice about these, if you don't love boop, where you placed them, they're very easy to lift up and move. At least I've had the experience here. And maybe right there. Boop. And that way, I just have a couple little dots. You know, you could do around the whole thing, but sometimes you have to know when to say when. And that is the finished card project that started out with the color wheel, right? So you can see we have this gorgeous triadic scheme of the pink, the blue, and the yellow. I hope this inspires you. Again, check out my blog post that goes with this video. There is a link in the description below so that you can download your own printable color wheel. It doesn't have all this info on it, but it will give you something you can print and play with and keep in your craft/whatever room. Thanks for watching today. You can find all of the links to the supplies I used to create today's card project in the description box below the video. I'll see you back here with another card project soon. Thanks so much for watching today. I would love to have you become a subscriber to my YouTube channel. And if you do subscribe, be sure to hit the gray bell below the video so that you don't miss the next time I post. Here are a couple other videos that you might be interested in watching. Thanks so much and have a great day.